You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from the Chief Revenue Officer of Blissful Prospecting, Jason Bay. Here he is.
There's something that's really concerning me right now, just being on the receiving end of cold emails and LinkedIn messages, and it's that they're starting to feel a lot like when someone invites you on Facebook to like their company page, right? If you go into Facebook, a lot of my notifications these days, because I don't really spend a lot of time on Facebook, is people that I don't really know that well inviting me to like their company that I don't really know anything about. And the problem with these mass invites is they're really impersonal. So they don't really make me feel anything, which if you're prospecting, that's really bad. You don't want your prospects to not feel anything. But I ignore these because I know that it doesn't take much effort to send them out and there's literally no context. So when I was running a company called Dinner Dialogues, what we would do is we would host these dinners for groups of 50 to 75 people. And it was a networking event for people that are growth oriented. So when I would invite people, I would send them a private message on Facebook to invite them to the event. I didn't just mass invite them to the event. I said something like, hey, Molly, I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook or not, but we're throwing this event once a month called Dinner Dialogues. I thought that you would really like it for this reason, and you seem to be really into this kind of thing. Is it cool if I send over the event details to you? So I'm doing a couple different things there, right? I am showing the person that my outreach to them was intentional. I'm showing them that I was thinking about them, that I sent this to them on purpose. And that's the lesson for today, is be hard to ignore. When you're prospecting, make it intentional. Show the prospect that you were thinking of them. Another way of thinking of this is prospect the way that you expect to be prospected to. You probably don't respond to mass blast emails or LinkedIn messages, and your prospects aren't any different from you. So show them that your outreach was intentional. Do that in the very first sentence of your cold email. Do that in the first couple lines in your cold call. And when you're sending out LinkedIn messages, do that in the very first sentence of the message, and they'll have a hard time ignoring you.
Now more than ever, you're going to want to make sure that you're both following Jason on LinkedIn and are subscribed to his fantastic email newsletter. I'll probably tell you why next week, but you may as well do it now, and I've got links for you to do both at dailysales.tips/374. Then be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip.